EcoDrive 1. Movement that is just 1 millimeter thick. And a case only 2.98 millimeter. This is the world's thinnest light-powered watch. To make it ultra-thin, we started by challenging every convention in watchmaking, rethinking the very principle that make the watch tick is only possible by a manufactured horlogery. And it is an art only possible by the one who relentlessly pursues improvement and progress. Citizen. It was the pride of the watchmaking engineers, their passion to surpass the past that fueled this journey. In the 80s, Citizen made the world's thinnest watch, the case that was 2.88 millimeter thick, in movement only 0.98 millimeter thick. This was Exceed. Soon the Exceed became the benchmark as we embarked on the path to develop a better and thinner light-powered watch. This was the power of ER. ER is the passion that is founded in Citizen to improve the various aspects of a watch, designs of the case, and the movement. Our journey towards ER, the world's thinnest light-powered watch, has begun. Movement. The power of ER. Rotor. A 1 millimeter movement meant that all of its components had to be under 1 millimeter thick. For example, rotor, the heart of the watch, which is inside the movement. Normally, rotors are made up of 3 parts. When we were making the thinnest light-powered movement at that time, we managed to reduce the size by fixing the components and made it thinner. But this was still too thick for the movement for EcoDrive 1. After months of discussions and trials, the team came up with an entirely new method. They used leather heat to weld together 2 of the parts, and they did this by improving the welding device, which wasn't adopted in a different project. Citizen produces not only watch components, but also machines that produce the components. This enabled us to create a rotor that is less than 1 millimeter thick. The power of ER. Coil. Improvements were made in other areas as well. For example, the coil that generates the magnetic force necessary to keep the watch running. This is a simple component that consists of the coil core and the coil wire. It is the largest of the components that make up the motor, but as it is simple, reducing the size posed a great challenge. While meeting the essential requirements with reduced size, after thousands of simulations, we identified the optimum size of the rotor magnet, the shape of the coil core, the thickness of the wire, the number of rotations the wire makes around the core. After countless simulations, we discovered that the optimum thickness of the core was 0.3 millimeter and the coil wire 0.017 millimeter. Generally, human hair is said to be 0.08 millimeter thick, so this coil wire is quarter the thickness. After months of trials, we came up with a special coil designed exclusively for EcoDrive 1. The power of ER. Power cell. The power cell that stores the energy sourced from light would not fit into the existing 1mm frame. Therefore, we joined forces with Hitachi Maxell to develop an original battery with high energy density, which would keep the watch running for a long time and only 0.87mm thick. This is an example of our partner company coming on board the Citizen Challenge to give shape to a new product. The power of ER. Case design. We needed a case thickness to go below 3mm. To achieve this ultra-thin design that offers the right fit and size. Our challenge was to seek for the ultimate thinness for both the components and the space. To tackle this challenge, we set out to work mainly on 2 points. First, to find a material for the dial and the case that is strong enough to resist the flexing. Second, to develop a new method for joining the components. The power of ER. Dial. As the perfect face for the sophisticated yet simple EcoDrive 1 design with the ultimate thinness, we came to the conclusion to use sapphire for the dial. Sapphire has the toughness yet the beauty which is perfect for beautiful dial. However, the common perception is to keep certain thickness in the processing. With the extensive processing know-how as the manufacturer Dollar Jerry, Citizen has embarked on the road not taken to thin out the sapphire and realize a perfect dial for EcoDrive 1 that is just 0.50mm thick. Finally, we developed outstanding 0.50mm dial for EcoDrive 1. Also, by developing this ultra-thin dial, it could be fit directly into the movement, contributing to the thinnest of the watch. The power of ER. Case. Bezel. Essential elements in the design are the case and the bezel. What is a new material that is both thin and strong? Pursuit of the thinnest is a pursuit of beauty, but the greatest challenge is how to secure the hardness. As a material that carries 2 contrasting characters, we adopted composite material, cermet, for the case, and bindless cemented carbide with superior hardness and resistance against corrosion and oxidation for the bezel, which is a first for a Citizen watch exterior. Combined, they became the exquisitely beautiful body that is both thin and durable. New material that is thin yet durable. How do we assemble them together? To this difficult challenge, our engineer, Akao, developed a special adhesive exclusively for EcoDrive 1. He is both a chemical engineer and the founder of the lubricant AO oil, which is widely used in the watch industry. The qualities required in this adhesive were powerful adhesive ability that does not peel off, stable and long-lasting adhesive quality, attaches to the parts well and does not lead to crack despite any deformation in the case or the glass, fluidity that allows for application in even the smallest surfaces, retention quality to maintain in its place during the hardening process, high-speed hardening, adhesive quality that work with the production process. To incorporate these contrasting characters, Akao combined 2 base compounds of different qualities and a hardening material. Realizing the best combination was not an easy task, but he has successfully developed Thermothet 1 liquid epoxy adhesive AK733K. The combined wisdom and expertise of the citizen professionals make this 2.98mm thin watch durable enough for everyday use. Watchmaking is not about rehashing old tradition. We believe that it is an ongoing mission to create new things, a challenge to push the boundaries. For Citizen, improvement is a never-ending process. The power of ER story continues.